Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing WP3 work pre-authorization or work permit documentation. And I've had a lot of folks ask me, what do these documents look like? I'm going to go ahead and put this up on screen. We've gone ahead and redacted this, and that's what it looks like, folks. I'm just going to put that up there. That, it's signed by a relevant official from the Ministry of Labor. It notes the reason the person's coming. It notes that they're coming for non-immigrant purposes. Notes the company name. We've redacted that. Notes their name. And it basically just provides information about the presumptive or prospective work activity and the prospective employer. And it also provides insight. Well, it essentially certifies that, in fact, that individual is indeed coming to Thailand in order to undertake work. It's basically a document that says they're pre-authorized to work in Thailand. In many ways, it's sort of a contingent work permit or a provisional work permit. It allows somebody to obtain a B visa in order to come to Thailand and then file for a WP1. That's the actual work permit booklet. That's the blue book that it's on all of our videos these days. We actually put the work permit book on the sort of calling card. So the thing to take away from this video, in many cases involving B visas, a WP3 is an integral component. In fact, it may be impossible to obtain a B visa without this document. And I have a good feeling, not a good feeling, but I have a feeling that in the future, perhaps all B visa applications are going to require a WP3. Now, that's a lot to predict. That's a bold prediction, but I think it's definitely possible. I think that immigration authorities and folks at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs are probably reassessing things, especially in light of the practical circumstances that have come about in the response to COVID-19. And I think that they probably are saying to themselves, hey, it may be a good idea if we just make WP3 mandatory for all B visas. Whether or not that comes to pass remains to be seen, but I could see it happening based on what we're seeing right now with respect to how the overall B visa process works. That stated, the WP3 process, it can be cumbersome and difficult. If one does not have a company to sponsor them, it can be extremely difficult, if not impossible. It may be possible to incorporate a company if you wish to be self-employed in Thailand and start up a small business or even a medium or large business in Thailand and use the corporate structure to thereby gain sponsorship for a WP3. That's going to be circumstantially dependent. For those who feel a bit overwhelmed with respect to Thai business visas, maybe a good idea to contact a legal professional in order to gain some insight and guidance into how best to proceed.